So last night I was having dinner with my friend Mitra and her family, um, and oh my gosh, it was amazing food. Her aunt made this amazing Persian meal, and with domas and a whole bunch of other things, the names that I can't remember, including this dish that had it was made out of walnut and pomegranate, which I don't know, it doesn't sound necessarily like it tastes good together, but it was amazing. That's not the point. I was actually talking to her mom, and we were talking about vlogging, um, and I was telling her what I thought was significant about it, and the fact that MySpace is now the number one volume traffic website in the world. And she made an interesting observation. She felt that the generation after me, I'm about 28, so she's referring to about 18 to 22. Uh, she was referring to them as a generation that thinks that they're really special, that doesn't view themselves the same way that all previous generations did, which is part of something like a group, part of something bigger, that there's this um, belief that they're somehow better or special. And I don't agree with it. I just thought it was an interesting observation. One of the things that I thought about was my younger brother. When he first started getting into email and started getting into instant messaging, every day, every week, he was changing his name. I got my first email address in 1996 when I went off to college, and like most people, I chose my name was Jay Kistner at uoregon.edu, but my little brother, like every week, he was BMX this and this and that, and that's how his friends were too. Um, I thought it was an interesting observation because I think I think with the advent of the internet, the generation after me is the first one that has really grown up with the internet. That it's always sort of been there, and I think that there was a large period of identity experimentation. I think that's still what's going on with vlogging. I didn't perceive it quite the same way that Mitra's mom did, which was she thought that they were self-absorbed. Uh, but I do definitely think that there is something to be said that you know it takes a unique type of ego to believe that what you have to say is of interest to enough people to put it out there. Um, Although at the same time, like I said, I just look at this as a medium that's a great way to connect with other people and learn a little bit about other people. Um, for me, what I took away from the conversation was that I felt like it was my generation that is the most uniquely equipped to take advantage of the internet. We have a strong sense of identity already. We're not trying to, find identity in how we name ourselves on MySpace and needing to change that every 2 weeks. We just pick a name and we stick with it. But at the same time, we don't have the same resistance that the generations ahead of us do. That they're scared of the internet, or they don't know how to participate in it, or that oh, that's just for those kids. So I don't know. I just thought that was a neat thing, and I'm just curious what everyone else thinks about that.